I like the concept of you can only spend a dollar once because,
Hmm.
you know, well, I want to go do this. Okay, but you only spend the dollar once. I mean, how many dollars do you want? When do you need it? Well, I don't know. All right, well, then how can I tell you, that you're good to go? Well, you have
Hmm.
money in the bank. Okay, but is it accounted for something? Is it allocated? You
Yeah.
know, do you remember the time where people would store cash in their desk drawer at home? Well, even in their bureau, in little bank envelopes and write stuff on it like vacation, gas, food.
Sure. Yeah.
Is that really, that's accounting? I mean, accounting is more complicated than that. The question is, if you put $100, say you put $1,000 in the envelope for January landscaping or snow removal
Mm.
in December. I mean, you put it in the envelope in December. Is it a December expense? You still have the envelope.
Hmm. I
See?
guess it matters which accounting system you're using, right?
Well, but should it though? You still have the envelope with the cash in your hands. But you've
Yep.
told the landscaper that, yeah, when you come here in January and start shoveling snow, I'm giving you the $1,000. See how exciting it is? I mean, picture the people all around the world that are having that exact same type of conversation. All right, we're fully fed up. We got supplies. We're heading across the way. Okay, the wind turbines are still here. She is still here. Has she even made a single run? Let's find out.
Okay, so she's charging,
Okay,
getting
she's
ready to
leaving.
go.
Where are you going, girl?
You talking to Banana Lady?
Yep,
Banana Girl?
banana split lady. Where is she taking me? All right, she's making her turn. It's a bit rough. She's lining up. She's heading down the tunnel. Go, girl. Let's see what's in the can. I have 2 kilograms of iron. So she's made at least one run. But she hasn't done a lot. See, she's not even doing a full run the way I lined her up. It's just a partial.
Hmm.
Because I want to get my corners squared away first.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I found nothing inside this tunnel.
Nothing? No resources at all?
Just stone.
Hmm. Yeah.
Nothing else. Yeah, I was very surprised. Also, um, I need a hydrogen tanker.
Hmm.
Would you like to build one, watch me, or collaborate on one?
Hmm. what's a hydrogen tanker for? To bring hydrogen over to Farrington Hills, or?
Yes. And then anywhere else in the future. Obviously, I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't go to the trouble of building her just to go there, because that could be done with a conveyor tube and 2 pistons
Hmm.
and 2 connectors. And call it the underground pipeline.
As opposed to Underground Railroad.
Well,
Hydrogen Railroad.
I mean, I could do that, but that doesn't solve future needs. Actually, that's a question I was going to ask you, and I'll ask you when John gets here. Get the response of both of you at the same time.
Okie dokie. And now that we've said that, he'll be on in 3 minutes.
Well, I'll put it on my list of stupid shit Jim asks. No, I mean, it's not,
So whose ship is that big yellow hydrogen monster that's hanging up by the ceiling in there just to the right of the trailer? And it doesn't have any drills or welders or grinders on it. So
what does it say built it? Outlet.
Maybe that was his first attempt at the blue ship that he's got down there.
How long has this thing been here?
It's been here for a couple of days now.
Never noticed it.
Yeah, I flew right past it 2 or 3 times and never noticed it up there until I came over here to set up this one. Had the headlights on. It's like, the heck is that over there?
Maybe he was thinking the same thing, how to get hydrogen over to a new base.
Yeah, it does have 2 or 3 hydrogen tanks on it.
Yeah. Doesn't fit my style at all. I gotta get this trailer out of here. Do you want to help build a tractor?
I was wondering, can we use the thing that that Outwit's got down here for welding the floor as a tractor?
Well, it's got to go across rough ground.
Yeah, and that thing's not going to work because the welders are so close to the ground.
And we, well, the welders are on arms. So here's what we could do with the welders. As long as we don't touch the middle piece of the welders, we could lose one. Because I believe he doesn't weld directly underneath. No, he added one under the gyro. Oh, no, he didn't. The center piece is just a cargo container. So we could take the welders off. I mean, we could be clever and we could put a merge block on the end of the welder. And how do we merge a block in later? We can just grind the welders off. The welders aren't heavy. You can carry 2 welders in your inventory as it is right now. So we could take the welders off of this. I guess the question is this thing done its purpose? And again, are we saving things? Which, I mean, I like to do. And this thing only has 3x3 wheels. Did we put 3x's back here? Yeah, we did 3x's. So we could put 3x's on the front. It is the same height.
Yeah, it looks like it. You know, one of those what do they call them? Spotter rigs that they use like in those big freight terminals where the thing. Now, what the heck is going on with this thing?
Well, there's shunt trucks, yard jockeys. Now, mules is the term that I've always known for trains. Because, you know, you get a but yard spotter. But like I've never heard it used. I've heard yard spotter or yard jockey.
Now that's a locomotive for.
No. That's for tractors or trains. They're both used equally. But for trains, I've heard mule. Like, you know, the mule's going to shunt all those trains.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's a shunting engine. But I've never heard shunting really used outside of trains. But I imagine in a cargo terminal somebody uses it. You know, everybody has their different lingo. But yeah, that is what we need. And it's got to be a design. And again, it's the same thing like these other designs. I don't know if you saw, but John started working on some of the internal decorating. He did some internal coloring last night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I heard that he said he was going to give it a try.
Yeah, I extended the range of the sensors so that it covers the whole living room. I don't have space for a sensor to make the doors to the bedrooms open automatic, which I guess is fine because you should only open it if you're going in. However, I wish there was a way to auto close the doors. You know, like you could open the doors, but they close automatic after 5 seconds. Could we put a sensor that, like on the roof, whose field covers the doors, and every time somebody moves into the zone, it trips off a timer block that goes, okay, 4 or 5 doors closed.
I suppose you could do that.
Because again, it's a berthing compartment. Door should always be closed. Or is it a berthing compartment? Hey, dude, air that place out. Or it's daytime, the doors stay open, people close them at night. What makes it a value add that somebody on the workshop is going to be like, this thing has everything? Because you don't want to put shit on the workshop that's half-assed.
This is true.
Also, interesting conversation with John last night about paint. It would be much easier to paint inside if we had a second floor down here underneath. Because you can't paint the floor a different color without it bleeding through. You know, we can give the floor that nice wood grain look. If we just added another set of tiles, something down here to the bottom, like, and again, integrate it so it looks like it's protecting it or making it stronger. I mean, I put the 2 coverings where the axles go. You know, if I carried through with that in the middle as like a ribbing or something, like a ground skid. just do it with the smaller blocks, just so it's... And then the half blocks so that it's... How far out does the living room go? It goes to here. One more, so it goes to here. So we'd have to come back down here.
How much do we have on here?
I put an antenna in here too. So that limits my... I can do that so it's not that bad looking. It just looks like an extra layer of ribbing underneath. Why can't I put a piece in here? Oh, because I'm out of steel. That problem wasn't difficult to solve.
Yeah.
On today's adventures of Dick Tracy, where are my spectacles, my wallet, and my watch?
Energy critical.
Energy critical. Can't be. I recharged days ago. Alright, let's see if Banana Split Lady has come back. Okay, she's back. She is 100% battery. 99% hydrogen. Oh, yeah, see, she's not going to move until she gets that hydrogen tank full. Alright, let's grab some ice outside here. I need to get that ice system worked out. I guess that's my priority. How the hell can you hit the bottom when I got the drills going, you know?
Don't know. It's a talent, small talent, but a talent nonetheless, you know?
Drills in the drill group. What the hell is it hitting? Tilt up, tilt down. Go forward. Give me a big old patch of ice. Now let's see how careful I was. Can I take it? Nope. I'm going to go back just a little bit. Can I take it right back into the dock? No, apparently I made some turns. Let's clean out that canopy. Bring her down. Back it up. Bring her down, back it up. All right, let's see. We are 249, and we're docked. Now let's unload all this ice. So, how did you want me to spell Farrington Hills?
However you got it spelled is fine. The place I was thinking of is a place called Barrington Hills with a B. It's kind of an upscale community in the northwest suburbs of Chicago. I mean, and there's 3 or 4 different Barringtons out there. There's Barrington Hills, Barrington. It's Barrington. There's Barrington Bourne. What that one is, I don't know, but
Okay, this tank is getting no hydrogen. CO2 H2 generator running.
I think so. I'm pretty
Says
sure
it's running.
Ice.
Yeah.
gotta.
Well, the problem is it's dumping everything into that ship.
Mm. Oh, Caleb? Not Caleb.
Angus.
Outwit. Angus. Angus got a shipping game? Wow.
So Bearington. Barrington.
Barrington.
Oh, Barrington. That to me is Barrington.
Barrington, right. Is that not what I'm saying? Maybe it doesn't sound that way because my voice is messed up, but I must learn to enunciate. Yes, it's a Barrington, like billions and billions of stars. Good old Carl Sagan.
Okay, Barrington Hills. I made the change. That's the name of the golf course in Caddyshack.
Is it?
I believe so. Barrington. Barrington. There's not a drop of hydrogen going in that tank. Just waiting for the battery to charge. The projector says nothing's missing. Was there anything damaged? One atmospheric thruster backward. And that sensor. That is always incomplete. Atmospheric thruster backwards. Oh yes, this perpetually damaged one down here on the bottom. I understand, man. I put a whole load of ice in here. This thing is a beast on fucking sucking up fuel. There's 56,000 units of ice still sitting in here. The O2H2 generator. Says she's running. Slow as anything. Alright, I was working on something. No idea what it was. I was over here. There was a thing about a hydrogen truck tank. Oh, we needed a tractor.
A tractor and a hydrogen transport ship.
Yep. Which one do you want to work on? Neither? Any of them? Both of them?
I'll give you a hand with them. I'm setting up a mining job right now, so I'll be back in a little while.
Okay, so a V123 just commented with a piece of spam bullshit, which got filtered out. So they thought they were clever because they put the term in with a space, a dash, a space, and the word com. So I guess sort of my question is, if I really wanted to become famous, why would I be going to somebody that has to use a lame-ass bot and had to use obvious scammer techniques to get around, a legitimate filter that said, just don't give me any bullshit here. Like, I guess that's the part I don't get. I understand why the scammers are scamming. They're looking to make money. I just don't understand who are the people that give them money. It's always that's the part of the equation that always befuddles me. All right. Are we building them both at the same time, or are we building one at a time?
Why did this thing do any mining?
On the hydrogen tank. It's a hydrogen ship, so it should use hydrogen. And maybe just have a couple of Atmos just for, I don't know what purpose. I mean, why would we have a hydrogen ship and have Atmos on it? I mean, it's not extra lift. The hydrogens are plenty powerful. I mean, we're awash in materials. It's not a matter of cheaper. It's a matter of just the logistics. Well, do you know how to make a retractable landing gear?
No.
How would we make a landing gear retract?
Imagine you would put it on a piston.
Or a hinge? And if we have a retractable landing gear, do we need more than one?
If you can get it at the center of the ship, I don't think you would need more than one. Because there's plenty of ship
By
designs
order of the
out
redundancy department. Yeah. Alright, so we're doing one landing gear and we're going to make it retract. So to do that, we have to build up to where the landing gear is going to be. And that requires building up 1, 2. The landing gear attaches at 2. So then we need the piston at 3 or 4. So we need a block set that goes up 5. Let's build it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here's 5. This is where the hinge will be attached. Okay, the hinge should rotate. Do we know if these dots on here mean anything?
Which dots are those?
I don't know. Are there like dots or lines to tell you which way's 0 and 180 or front and back, or do we really not care?
Or
Well,
other than the ones that are on that that rover that you built with the drills
oh, you haven't played with pistons a lot?
or hinges. No.
Or hinges, rather, sorry.
I haven't played with pistons a lot until I started working with the welding wall, and even that's all just set up, and I just figure out how it works. But that thing gives you an idea of how it works.
low.
Hydrogen jetpack fuel can't be low. There's
Fuel
5 giant tanks right back there.
All right, I think this thing is set. Let's see.
Alright, once again, which way's the front and which way's the back? Is the knuckle part go in the front or in the back? And does the rod go in the piston that's on the landing gear go in the front or back?
Okay.
There's one back there.
There's a hinge hanging up here. I'm assuming that you just put this in here, right?
Yes, that's the hydrogen hauler's retractable landing gear.
Okay, and here, come on over and take a look at the one that's on here.
Okay.
This piston here
Mm-hmm.
goes at the front.
Okay. You sure about that?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And that is our standard at Alpha Shipyards. Spread the word. Okay. Okay, we now have a landing gear. Okay, so now the most important thing then is next we have to retract it. So we need to set the hinge that this is the 0 point. If you could then retract it to its most upright position, because then that will be the frame of the bottom of the ship. But you have to set it in the settings so that we don't, like, we can't let it go forward.
So we need to finish building this hinge so that we can.
I thought the hinge was built.
It's at 65%.
Oh, sorry, there you go. This is a large grid ship. What are we calling it? It's a hydrogen tanker.
Okay, I see a lower limit that's set on it currently at 90 degrees.
Okay. But I shouldn't be able to take the thing and say, like if I change the speed on it,
Energy low.
the velocity, I'm going to change it to, I'm going to go negative. It's moving forward. It shouldn't do that. So we have to get it back to 0. So its upper limit should be 0. And I should stop spinning my mouse. Okay. So its upper limit should be 0 because that looks like where we are. Like that's its upper limit. It shouldn't go any more. So it looks like up is towards the front, which might be backwards for the way we want it oriented, because when we want up to be the landing gear goes up.
Do we want the toes to be pointing down when the landing gear is up, or do we want the toes to be pointing up?
Well, I guess that's an interesting question, because I don't know how to rotate this hinge when I place it the second time. Like, I don't see an indicator on here that tells me which way is... Like, there's a black line right here, but there's probably one on the other side too. There's a yellow panel here with an exclamation mark on it. There's one over here on the back. Maybe that's the front end. We could rotate it that way if we want to be that anal about this. We could make it so that when the landing gear says up, it retracts up and goes up into the body of the ship. Or does it just not make a difference?
I have no idea. I mean, where you said you saw a black line on here or something?
No, I'm looking at this thing right here. See these warning labels on this side? On this face, there's a yellow warning label here.
Okay.
If we rotate that so that that's in the front of the ship, then when we set...
Go ahead. I'm wondering if those change as the thing rotates. Like right now it's pointing down. If we set the velocity up, is that thing going to move through? Like it's a window, and that stuff is printed on the rotor part. The hinge part itself.
Okay, well right now I've set the velocity to negative, and
Yeah,
it's still moving the wrong way.
It's not, yeah, and the indicator inside the window is not moving, so. And there's no line on the outside part of that I can see anyway.
Okay, let's try velocity this way. Okay, I've lowered the velocity and it won't move below 0 now, so it's locked. It's straight up, straight down. And if I spin it the other way, there we go.
It goes, okay.
Yeah.
And there are, see this dot over here? It's coming around.
Okay.
And there are indicators on.
I'll be right back. Pardon me.
Yeah, sure.
No energy. Your health is low. Your health is critical.
Okay, I died.
Was that you in medical?
Yeah.
Okay, because I saw somebody standing there, and it's like, who's in a red suit? Because you were wearing gold before.
What am I in now?
It's red.
I gotta go back and change. I like flaunting my veteran's uniform. Suits. All right, I'm back. Okay, so how high up are we going to let this go? Can it go all the way up? Is it going to bang into the block that's then holding on to this right here? Oh, shit.
And there it goes.
Well, we can build from there. That was me. One.
Well,
Okay. Okay, that was all me. I realize you might have been thinking to volunteer yourself as that might have been some part you, but let me assure you that was all me. All right, let me see if I can find those arrows. Can you grind that hinge down real quick?
sure.
And I'll see if I can find those buttons. There they are. I got them up here in the front. I just need a... Let me make sure I got it right this time. Yeah, there it is. I was able to see them. You want to finish that? And the piston rod goes in the back. Or the front.
Right. Yes, it goes in the front.
The piston rod goes in the front. Okay. Okay. So we're back to where we were, except now the thing is in the front. Which means we can set... The lower limit is 0, so it should go no more forward than this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we said it's forward motion, and it's going the other way. So upper limit then has to be 0, and its lower limit then has to be like 90 or 85 or somewhere around there.
Let's put it at 90 and see if we get any interference with the block that's on top when it goes all the way up.
Okay, so let's see. Can we go forward? Nope. How can we go back? Yes, we can. All right, let's speed that puppy up.
Okay, so that's at 90.
Okay, so we want to lower that a little bit or build around it and keep it up there?
I think right now it's not touching the block that's above it, so I think we're good if we leave it where it is and build around it.
Okay, so come out like this. And that's the landing gear well.
Okay. And then we need to go down some blocks too, right? At least one, because the toes are going to be sticking out the bottom. It's
Okay, so do we come down a full block and then do like a finishing angle here? Or is that going to drag on the ground?
Well, if the ship is down on the ground, it's going to drag on the ground no matter what we do. Because the toes stick down lower than one block's worth, if my eye is seeing this right.
Well, do we need to bring the thing back down more?
Well, here, let's do this. Let me try something. Oh, damn it, I keep running into this stupid ship that's plain invisible. Alright. Okay. So what I'm doing here is, okay, so we got, if we want the thing to go all the way into a pocket, then
Oh yeah, yeah. We want a landing gear well, so that it's like when we
So
see
what-
it flying, you go, that thing has no landing gear.
yeah, so what you've got over here with the two blocks with the one with the angle, I believe that comes right down to the bottom or just a little bit below the landing gear. What we ought to do is check, and we'll put 2 blocks over here. And see, and lower it back down and see that it's actually below these blocks, because if it's not, then having a retracting landing gear isn't going to get us anything.
All right, well, let's bring it down.
Bombs away.
You know, at this point, let's just do a single button, because we're going to be controlling this from a cockpit button that just does reverse. So this thing needs a name, because we can't put a button on here unless it has a name to control the thing.
The hinge or the landing gear?
The whole ship.
Oh. Who was complaining about the name Hermione the other day? Was that Caleb?
Yeah.
Maybe we gotta name this ship Hermione.
Okay. So name the hinge Hermione.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, it's going to make our testing here and work a lot easier if we don't have to touch it. Just go over and hit a button, because that's what's going to happen in the cockpit. Okay, we got a nice smooth extension and retraction. She is out of that wheel well that or that landing gear well that we just put in here.
Yep. There it is, finally.
Okay, well, then let's design the bottom of the ship, because we're putting tanks after this. And then engines, so... How big is a tank? A tank is 3x3, isn't it? Or is it 3x, or is it 5? It's 3x3. Hydrogen tank is...
Okay.
What the hell size? I thought the sizes were written on here. Tell us what size the tank is. 3x3x3. So, just for planning purposes, because that's the wrong way. Well, wait, are we doing vertical tanks or horizontal?
Yes.
We could put the tanks on pistons and they could flare out like cylinders. On hinges. We could put hinges up, set them at 45s, put the tanks on each of the hinges. Excuse me. and back. So yeah, Mr. Horizontal Vertical, yeah. We can do diagonals.
Diagonal? How do you do diagonal?
We put a hinge. Set it to 45 and lock it, and then build the tank on the hinge.
Hmm.
You want to do that?
That'd be cool. I've never seen that before. But that means we got to have 37 different hinges, right? Well, actually, no, you only need one, because all of the tanks can just attach to each other, can't they? Like a big six-pack ring.
So what are we doing? 4 tanks, 2 by 2, and they both go off at 45s?
Yeah. It's like a small V4 engine.
Okay, so let's test that out up here. And let's Jim put away his grinder. Because there have been incidents reported. Alright, so it can't go here. So it's a 3 by 3. So if this is the first wall, like where's the first part of the tank going to be? Is this going to be the middle of a tank? Or is it going to be back more? Like where's the first tank go? And then we'll angle it.
Well, let's see. I think because we've got space constraints in here, we need to put the tanks on by one of the side doors on the
Well, where is the bottom of the ship? Is it this angled piece here, or is it the one block above it? Or is it this frame that we built? Where's the main floor? Like, are we one block too high with that hinge up there?
well, I think the main floor is, it's got to be one above the block that the hinge is attached to, because when the hinge in the landing gear comes up, it actually goes up above
Energy low.
this level here.
Oh, here's another good point. You know where the angle block is?
Yes.
Okay. If we put a conveyor system at that level, we could then put a hinge at this block, and then have the tank start at this main deck level here. You have a conveyor too, Bunny? Okay, here's a conveyor junction. If we come out,
No.
okay, let's say we come out to here. Okay, and we put the hinge on top of this. I have to come out one more. Then we put the junction. Okay. Now we put a hinge that goes that way. Why are you moving that? People were hitting that.
That's why I'm moving it. And why do we have a grinder ship just floating in? Oh, that's why, because that's the one that Viking built that he hasn't flown in weeks, and
You know, that's why we need to build a graveyard. There we go. That's a tank at a 45. And they said it couldn't be done. What are your thoughts?
Okay, let me take a look first of all. Yep, that's a 45-degree tank. Is there going to be room for another set on the other side? If they don't ever move, yeah, we could be clear, I think.
Well, only one way to find out.
Hello, Mr. Maka.
See, this is why I think it's silly to say, I have to go build in creative. No, you don't. Build it here. It's more challenging here. But again, your game, your way, your own styles. You know, it's...
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to have interference with that in the landing gear. When it swings back, it's going to hit that, I think. Mr. Gloom and Doom again.
Wait, did I come too... Oh, then we just got to move forward one. Alright, wait, hold on. I just have to connect both sides, and then they won't fall. And we can fix it one side at a time. Okay. So, this is going to hit. What about these two connectors? Junctions.
I think they're off to the side far enough that they'll be in the clear, but I think...
Hit the button. And let's see what happens. Button 1. She's not all the way up. We did something to... Yep, she's hitting. Okay, so let me take this side out.
Whoa!
Right, I took out the wrong side.
These grids that I put in here are doing what I thought that if we filled that in that they would hit. So I can take these grids out. It was just an experiment.
All right. Well, luckily the landing gear's safe. So let me get the landing gear fully retracted first, though. All right, she's coming down. Let's send her back up.
Okay.
Make sure she's not hurt. Okay, she's not. We can't put anything in this strip here.
Right.
Which means, okay, this is a frame. This is a frame. Okay, this is the down piece.
On either side of her, though, we're good to go. So.
Okay, so that means we have to come back 1.
I think we need to have one pocket clearance all the way around her. Otherwise, we run into problems with when we put the blocks in. They attach the landing gear across to the side. So I think that's the size of our wheel well right there,
Okay.
or our landing gear well. Didn't go well, but it is well.
All right, so is this good to go?
Let me hit the button. Down she comes. With no issue whatsoever.
Okay, and then send her back up again after.
Back up.
Inventory
Okay, she's
full.
all the way up.
Okay.
Now, what the heck is? Are you seeing
All that damage to the deck?
Outwit's welder ship floating 2 blocks up in the air?
Welder ship.
Or welder rover? The one we were going to use is the tractor.
No,
It's 2 blocks up and 1 block back.
no, I think that's just a lag. A lag thing.
Okay.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay, I need steel plates. A lot of them.
We had
Inventory
conveyor,
full.
2 or 3 conveyor tubes coming back to the hinge thing.
Yeah, you gotta come back at least 3. Well, you need 1 for space, 1 for the tank, and then the next one is where the junction would go to put the hinge on it.
I had interior plates. Okay.
Inventory full.
Interior plates? What interior plates? There's some. 10 of them anyway. Up there's 19,000.
All right. Repaired.
So, yeah.
Quite a bit of damage to the deck from that.
From dropping the tank off?
Yeah.
Now, stuff passes through a hinge?
Yes.
Hydrogen too?
Yep.
Okay. So did you say 2 or 3 conveyor tubes back from the junction?
So you need to leave 1 for the wall, and then 1 for the 3x3 tank, and then the next one is a junction, and that's where the hinge goes on.
Mm-hmm. John, it's John.
So I'm figuring like here.
Okay. And then we got hinges up top side.
Hello?
John,
John.
is it you? Is it really you?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? of a
Energy
bitch. Why did you
critical.
steal my water? Excuse me. John, did you finish grinding up the ship last night?
No. Did it disappear?
It's not out there, and I didn't finish grinding it up, so
Well, then it must have got hit with a beacon cleanup with the scrap that was left.
yeah, because the beacon did get ground off the top.
Yeah. And there was no power on it either. I'd put that one battery on it so we could get the stuff out of the cargo container, but we cut most of that stuff away too.
Well, we did get quite a bit of the stuff out of it, so.
No energy.
Yeah. Damn you, build planner. Sure. It told me that all its parts were successfully withdrawn. It just didn't say that it was parts for something that I didn't want to build.
Is it possible I just don't have enough thrust on this thing?
Which thing? Your grinder ship?
This fighter. It's got too large
Large atmospheric?
atmospheric thrusters. It's got two small atmospheric thrusters for lift. It's got 1, 2. It's got 3 hydrogen thrusters. It should have plenty of lift.
Keep clicking.
Charlie.
Okay, we're green on the cross piece. We're green growing back. We are 100% on the hinges. Okay, let's crank the hinges up to 45 and see what we got. Okay, so it's currently at 90. We want it to be at 45. And its lower limit should be 45. And we want braking torque. Okay, now this one.
And you want the hinge lock on too, right?
Oh yeah, did I write this at that? 45.
Cargo, platinum, silicon, and iron.
Braking torque, 50.
Okay. The hinge lock is on the one.
Okay, and I set this one on also.
Okay.
All right.
Is this going to be another one of those situations where when we get the ship built, we're not ever going to be able to get it out of here?
No, because we're only building a V6.
Oh.
Okay, there's a V6. Okay. We got retractable landing gears. This whole landing gear well gives us a space up here for avionics, batteries, all sorts of stuff. And a cockpit on the front. How does it look? Are you looking at this and thinking interesting, or are you looking at this and thinking stupid, just put two tanks straight line, look like every other ship anyone ever builds and be done with it? Like, what's your...
No, my opinion is it looks, I've never seen anything with, you know, angles are not easy to build in this game. And this gives you an angle on the dangle. So I think it's really interesting.
Okay, we need a cargo container or a connector somewhere, so that we can take our hydrogen bottle and throw it into the hydrogen tank and make sure it gets there.
It's Mr. Kalen.
Good day, how are y'all?
Hey, Caleb.
Okay.
Hey, good buddy, how you doing? How y'all doing over there?
I see Jim's here.
Hey man, I'm trying to speak your language. What, am I culturally misappropriating the word y'all? Hey, Kelly.
How you doing, man?
See, how much of a patois do you speak with if you're married to a Cajun woman, you know?
Asian woman.
Yeah.
She's from Louisiana.
Yes.
Cool. The few times I've heard her yelling at you, and I gotta give you credit for not getting yelled at more than you do, I don't recall hearing any kind of an accent. Does she have one, or is it not?
She does when she's really mad.
When she's really pissed off at you, huh? Okay.
Yeah, not really at me. See, I toe the line. I toe the bullshit line pretty finely.
Good.
How am I gonna figure this out?
John, Crowbar, Caleb,
Yeah.
can we get everybody to look at this, give us their opinion?
I was looking at that earlier. Are you making a heavy duty? Why is everything angled? Holy shit, that's cool.
See what I tell you?
Yeah, it's a hydrogen delivery vehicle. We're calling it the V6 something.
Hermione.
Yeah, the V6 Hermione.
1 second.
I like it. It's a different design.
I love you, hon. Go away.
You sound like Space Beast. Welcome. Now go away. Out at silly towers.
She heard me talking about bullshit and immediately showed up.
Yeah,
This
well,
actually looks really good, but shut the fuck up. God damn.
Hey,
All
ask
right.
her if she can say French words like omelette du fromage.
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
yeah.
Is there going to be like any armor bits to this thing?
No, why would there be?
Energy.
It's not a combat vessel.
All right.
It's just meant to deliver hydrogen.
Yeah, I was just saying, give some frame and character.
Yeah, but that's not the. We don't want to hide the V6 at the tanks. We have to figure that out.
No,
dude,
Yeah.
dude, it has a retractable landing gear.
I know, I saw that. I thought it was cool as hell.
John, have you seen that?
The retractable landing gear?
Yeah.
No, I hadn't
Press
seen
the
that.
button. Press the button up by the front. The button number 1.
All right, pressing that. Oh, that's awesome. I got to put that on mine.
Yeah.
I wonder if I put thrusters on a hinge like that, if I could get away with it.
Whoa.
Oh, it's a 3x3 space that you need. You could probably, or 4x3 actually. Or 4x3.
The landing gear well is much bigger than you think it is.
Yeah.
Because we've already had to repair one gym mistake on the deck.
How bad was it?
Not
just-
too bad. Just a few dents here and there.
All right. So how are we doing fuel transfer to the ground? A reverse and a backward piston with a connector. And we have 2 options.
Well, it depends on where you want to put it, but I would say if you want to continue the theme of cool ass shit, a piston retractable straight down, so it can hover, then just hose up.
Well, we could
You want us
also
to just spray the ground with hydrogen? This isn't Lakehurst, man.
Yes, I do. Just fucking dump it everywhere.
we could take and put another junction in between the two that we got up there now that the tank's attached to. And if we want a horizontal piston, you could come off of that with a piston or two to get it out the back of the ship. Or no, we need to keep it that high because otherwise it's going to be interfering with the ground, even though the landing gear is down. We only got one.
Okay, hold on. Here's the thing. If you come back to the grinder, to the shipbuilding wall, we can do a retract. You can see this is just 2 pistons. 2 pistons get us 20 meters. But let me pull the pistons back so we can get a gauge on how far this thing is before we're... Because the problem with the 2 pistons is the... yeah, how long they're just sitting there.
Clang effect?
No, just how long they're... Because, like, you forget how much space they take up when they're collapsed.
2 pistons should be about, what, 6 blocks?
I think four blocks plus the heads, isn't it?
Yeah, that's and then the connector on the other end of it, too. So we're going to have... If we're going down, we're going to have to build a down well. So we might be able to put one that goes back in between the 2 tanks, straight back.
Yeah, that's.
And then when that's retracted, that allows us clearance to put the one that goes down. Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
Yeah, that's basically kind of the same thing I was saying. We put another conveyor junction between the 2 conveyor junctions we got now that hold the tanks up. Put the 2 pistons on the back of that and point them backwards with a connector on it, and it should extend far enough out that we have a rear-facing connector for this. I mean, is that over 20 meters there?
Well, let's see. 1 for the tank, and then 3 is 4, and then 3 more is 7. So that's 7 blocks. So if we do one straight back...
Or that's 15 meters, right?
But where are we putting the down piston?
Well, we don't need a down piston, okay? We take and... yeah, we do. All right, let me just...
Because again, how much are we going to lower this thing for deliveries versus trying to fit within our space? Or we put the back piston on a hinge. And then we can push it back or we can drop it down.
Yeah, that's more versatile.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, because that's basically the same setup that you got on the teddy bear, right? Sorry. And that gives us an extra block of length for the pistons. We don't have to extend them out as far, or we get.
Okay, so 2 pistons going back.
Yeah. It looks like it's drooping down already. It must not be at 0 or 90.
Well, or the torque isn't high enough. Okay, let's figure out what we need.
So he was pulled for an expired license.
The guy that got killed?
Yeah.
Right.
They had him out of the car. He resisted arrest, got back in the car. The officer pulled her gun instead of her taser.
That's one hell of a fuck up.
Well, they said it's not uncommon. They were on talk radio this morning. They were saying they found 9 instances where that's happened.
If
in
you
the
had a
past.
choice right now to go to the voting polls and say you want to give every cop on the street a gun and a taser, would you give it to him again, knowing what happened yesterday? Or would this make you pause and think?
No, I think they should all have those. Those are the tools of their trade. They need those. The
Well,
criminals aren't going to put down their guns.
Then
I would say not every cop. I believe that they need to be incredibly trained, and I don't think every cop needs a gun and a taser. I think every cop needs at least a taser. But they don't need to have one on their person. Now, I fully agree that squad cars should have a pump shotgun in them, because sometimes you need that, or at least a handgun. But they don't need to be carrying a gun on them every second, especially for just a normal traffic violation.
Well, and this guy, it was a normal traffic violation, but he's known to have carried arms. He
So
was
am I.
resisting arrest.
Every member of the NRA is known to be carrying arms.
That's right, but they're not all out. They're not all out resisting arrest either.
That sucker's almost.
And the
far
NRA
back,
is
you
not exactly
don't need
um, pulling people over and putting themselves in those situations.
I mean, they had this guy outside the car. They were getting ready to handcuff him. He pulled away, got back in the car, and started reaching into the glove box.
But hold on. Do you see that? Do you see that,
taser.
or is that what you're being told?
No, I saw it on the newscast. They actually had video footage of it.
The dash cam or body cam?
I'm not sure. It didn't move. No, it had to be body cam because they showed him when they were. Well, they were showing it was probably a combination. It was probably dash cam and body cam. Because the officer that shot him, it was her body cam, and somebody was saying taser, 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 and she pulled her gun because that was on her dominant side. That's the training they get. She made a mistake. I don't think she did it intentionally.
Nope.
It could have all been avoided, though, if the kid had not resisted arrest in the beginning. If he was driving his mother's car and it had expired registration and license, which is why he was pulled in the first place.
So why are we pulling people over for $20 administrative fines? Is it worth the deprivation of your liberties as a U.S. citizen for a $50 piece of paperwork? Just send them a notice with a fine.
I agree. We should just eliminate that entire tax.
It's a way to pull people. People are dying because of it. Are you saying that a $50 license registration thing is worth somebody being executed?
So let's put it in perspective then, okay? When I was younger, I had 17 moving violations. I was pulled over by police for every one of those. I never got shot. I never resisted arrest. And one of them, actually, one of them resulted in arrest.
But why didn't you pay your tickets after the first one?
I paid them.
But
I paid all my tickets.
But you said you had 17 unpaid.
No, I said I had 17 tickets.
You had 17 incidents. Every one of those is a clean slate. What we're talking about is someone who was pulled over because they had an incident and it wasn't paid.
No, they pulled him over because they noticed his tags were expired.
Okay, so here's what I'm asking you. The tags are expired. Send someone to repo the vehicle. It doesn't require an armed cop that can execute someone.
They could do that too.
Well, my question to you is if you had to vote today, and here's the vote, we are going to impose in the state of California a sticker that must be on your vehicle. It costs $50 a year. If you don't pay the sticker, a cop can kill you. Because that's what it is.
That's extreme. No.
No, that's exactly what it is. What you're saying is that I'm going to pass a law. He got killed.
He resisted arrest.
But the reason for the arrest was, but the thing that caused the incident, there's a focal event, and the focal event is $50 for a sticker. If you take away, okay, if you say, if you have a $50 sticker, we're going to do administrative things to you. Like, we're going to revoke your license administratively, which means if you show up somewhere to present it, it won't be valid when somebody verifies it. We're going to report it on your credit bureau as an unpaid fine, which is going to affect all your other bills. It's going to stop you from getting other social services. Because it's only, and here's the thing, is the $50 worth killing someone? And I say it's not. If you need the $50, collect it. If I don't pay my property taxes, I don't get executed. It's literally the exact same thing, except my property taxes are much higher. If I don't pay my property taxes, someone doesn't come to my house, drag me out of it, slam me to the ground, and execute me. And I would not vote today to give that power to those people. And that's the other thing. They're not cops, they're not police officers. You should always refer to them as people because that's all they are. They're just people doing a job.
Right.
And if you give them any other name, you're just empowering them automatically with a label. And my question to you is exactly what you want to do, write it as a California state referendum. And after you're done writing it, ask yourself, would I sign the petition to put it on the ballot as Prop 12 next year, let alone would I vote for it? And I'm saying a lot of these things no one would vote for because they would be written to say that we're going to put a sticker on your car. It costs $50. It can go up year after year, however the Motor Vehicle Commission determines. No more than 100% a year. And we're going to allow law enforcement to enforce it, and up to deadly force can be exercised to protect those people who are enforcing the $50 sticker fine. You would get to the end of it and go, wait, what? It's a $50 fine. Send them a bill in the mail. Because my property taxes are way higher than a $50 sticker on my car.
Well, that's true.
See, these things are
So somebody that has a criminal history, I think they're going to pay the $50 fine anyway.
That's when you repo their
They
car.
get it in the mail.
You repo the car.
It's probably a stolen car anyway.
Then you arrest them.
For a stolen vehicle. That's a felony.
Yeah, for Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
And that's when you send a SWAT team to get them if you know that they're armed.
And then you send someone who's armed.
The original purpose of SWAT was to be the heavily armed thing so that normal everyday cops could continue being normal everyday cops. And if they got in a situation, they would hold the line, call SWAT, and SWAT would deal with it because SWAT was usually comprised of U.S. veterans.
Let me also remind you of the Texas Rangers. They are not Texas cops. Texas cops are just local cops. They're not trained, they're not educated, they're not equipped. Every cop shouldn't be a cop. I will remind you, though, that I do not hide these statements. You can go to the Virginia State Police Facebook pages, social media tools, Massachusetts, New York, and New Jersey. They all have, and Pennsylvania, they all have public Facebook pages. You will see repeated posts from me that say things like, why are the meter maids on the turnpike equipped with a gun?
Yeah.
You're just a meter maid on the turnpike. Sorry, go ahead.
And in fact, the Texas Rangers are so inclusive. They're essentially just the Texas State FBI that in order to even be considered, you have to be a DPS officer for at least 10 years without really any incredible incident.
The problem is not the exception. It's not the exception. It's what's the rule? What's the common scenario? And the common scenario is I wouldn't vote for these things. I don't want a deprivation of your liberty or your life over a $50 sticker. And the answer to everything can't be, well, don't break the law. All right, well, how about just stop making laws?
Oh, that'd be the day.
Here you go. Here's an easy one that I can't imagine everyone in the country wouldn't agree with. If you have a dog that's owned by the federal, state, municipal, county government, and it is trained to attack a human being, I would vote that they be brought here to my front yard, and I would have put a bullet in every one of those dogs' heads. Because I have seen one of those dogs be taken home by a person with a job, and it mauled their own kid and ripped its arm off and part of its body. And the people that defended it was that guy with the job, that guy's wife, whose son is now mauled, and all of that guy's co-workers at their job. That to me is horrendous. I don't need attack dogs in my country. I wouldn't vote for it. All I have to do is look back to a picture of the 60s, find myself looking at a Woolworths, and a department store counter where people are buying sodas and see people with jobs sicking attack dogs against other humans who are out there protesting. And I wouldn't vote for it. I don't know who gave it to him. I mean, it just happened. And here's the other thing. No one ever voted that said, we're going to give you trained attack dogs, but you can only have them for 5 years. And after that, we're going to re-vote on it. It never happens.
I understand drug sniffing dogs and bombs, like utilitarian
I'm not talking about
dogs.
a drug sticking dog. I'm talking about an attack dog.
Yeah, and attack dogs have their place in the U.S. Armed Services, but not in the country, not for civil reasons.
And all I got to do, again, all I got to do is show you 2 pictures. Here's one-armed Timmy. And here's somebody outside of a Woolworths. They're the only 2 things I need to see for me to go, who gave you this? And there ain't just one of them. There's a lot of them. They're all over. And again, that's a problem. It's a political conversation. It's not a...
I finally find those stupid fucking pipes that were causing so much goddamn noise. Sorry.
Was it old scrap metal pieces?
No, it was like one small steel pipe that I'd taken from there that I didn't have the inventory for. That had like clipped through one of the blocks in the front end. And I just took apart half the front end to find it because it was pissing me off.
Hell, man, half of these arguments are my problem with the NRA as a lifetime member. The NRA is so pro-cop, it's over the top.
Evening.
Evening.
Hello, sir.
You have no idea the conversation you just rolled into.
Well, I mean, here you go. He does.
Oh yeah.
He can't even participate in this conversation. Caleb, when's the last time? Let's get his answer. Space Piece. Hey, how you doing? When's the last time you saw a cop?
So a cop.
Saw a cop with your own eyes.
That's
about
bad.
A week ago.
A week ago? Okay.
Oh no, I tell a lie. Today, I drove past 2 of them.
I live in an area that's so crowded, I can't, I can't go a mile from my house without seeing at least 2 or 3 of them.
See, I see a cop maybe once every other day, but I mean, I commute long distances. I mean, we're not that jam-packed full of them. And another thing is cop cars that have letters that are the same damn color as their car so that you can't tell it's a cop. That is fucking extortion.
Dude, I would vote for that in 2 seconds. Are you a ninja? No, you're not. Get your damn ninja vehicle the hell off the goddamn streets. Those things should be brightly colored. Fire trucks brightly colored. Ambulances brightly colored. There should be no one in law enforcement with a ninja vehicle. They don't need it.
The only reason for that vehicle to exist is to extort money from people, to pull people over. That is the only reason for that vehicle to exist.
New Jersey State Police used to have a vehicle that would drive down the turnpike. On the back of it, it had a billboard, and it told you New Jersey State Police pace car and how fast it was going. You can drive as fast as you want, but you pass that car, you get pulled over and given a ticket.
Fair enough.
You know what it did? It made no money.
Yeah, but it kept people safe.
Yeah, and so the question is, which is it about?
Money, money.
Unfortunately, you're right.
So the problem with the 45 crowbar is, how do we put anything else around the sides of it?
So
What?
I was actually looking at that, and I think, and honest to God, you're going to have to play around with angles and armor up. You're going to have to give it a lot of clearance. You can put some things there.
Yeah, but if we had done it straight line, we could have done a walkway, in which case it would have looked exactly like the trailer over there, which instead of a housing, it would have had a container in the middle.
Yeah.
Like it would have just, it would have fall. That's the problem with everything I build. It falls back into that same. It looks the same. When I'm done, it looks like I just built a trailer again.
So has anybody been out to the base that Sfizzins took over?
Sfizzins took over a base.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took over one last night. But no, I haven't been out to it yet.
I think that was a couple nights ago, man. I don't think it was last. Was it really last
Yeah,
night?
no, that's right.
No, it was the other day. It was a day or two ago.
Someone took one over last night as well. Then.
Oh,
Does anyone
sure.
have a bookmark to it?
Nope.
Sfizzins' place?
Did-
Yeah, I think
Didn't you take a bookmark to the tunnel?
yeah, I believe I got that. Let me see. Yeah, okay.
Ooh, that's difficult.
Okay, here's the bookmark for Spizzen's military base tunnel entrance.
I do hope it's still there. Like he remembered to put a beacon and at least one power source on there. Also, did Natme ever get his ship flying? The bumper car?
He logged off without saying anything on chat or not, so I don't think he said anything to anyone.
And he never replied to you. Hey, Natme, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah. It was a legitimate question, to be fair.
Yeah.
Would that fit there, or am I living in a pipe dream? Would fit? No, would that one fit there? No fucking way. Christ, if I put that there.
Energy low.
Could I fit that on? That would be retarded. I mean, what use would that even have? I should do it.
Drilly McDrillface?
Yeah.
I'm seeing a signal for that one, and I'm almost 1.5 kilometers out.
Energy critical.
Well, it's good that he boosted up that. Maybe that's why it fell off the thing dead yesterday. Jesus Lord. If I can make this work. Hey, how did the extra windmills I built last night help? Because I noticed every time I look at the board, the power input's doing pretty good.
I don't know. I was across the way trying to.
I just looked at it. I was just making sure that, like, when we got on, the base wasn't about to die, was it?
Honestly, no idea.
Okay.
And it
well,
looks
it's
like
still
Outlet
here.
built something overnight or this morning when he got done work.
Well, it's still here, so I'll take that as a good sign.
Yeah, Crowbar noticed some big yellow thing hanging above the trailer.
Oh, I noticed that yesterday. I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah, I'm going to say this is a sync issue. I come into the hangar bay for the Jones because I was going to fly it out there to go check his outpost.
Hmm.
And she's inside, sunk down to the connector that she's attached to.
Yeah, it's a sync issue.
Yeah. We need to start. We need to get Calum and his stuff out of here.
Yep, we need to get all this stuff out of here.
We need to make some room. We need to keep this place for everybody. Just John, Crowbar, and me. The rest of y'all got to move somewhere else.
All right.
Got to move yous all out.
Okay.
Thought you were moving to Silly Towers. What are you doing back here?
Rebuilding.
You couldn't rebuild out there? He's got a whole production facility out there.
It's easier to do right here. And y'all brought the shit back to here.
You can always build a grinding pit out here. I've got a little pit yard here as well. Now.
Yeah. He's making it a whole separate
Yeah, once I'm done, I'm going out there.
Making a whole separate base.
But if you're done and go out there, you're not using the stuff that's there.
No, I guarantee you I probably will.
Look, we're not saying we don't love you here. What we're saying is you can't come in the front door no more. You got to come in the family door on the side of the kitchen. It's amazing in how many cultures that means something, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And it is cool when you're in game and the world hasn't loaded in yet. You get to look around the map.
It's kind of cool how when you look down at the planet, how they, did the core and everything. And by core, I mean one hell of a cosmos.
Well, Crowbar, as you pointed out, we don't have to weigh the ship full to see how much it's going to weigh. The tanks weigh the same.
I keep wondering if they're ever going to fix that bug.
I mean, they did a hydrogen rebalancing a while back. They could have certainly done it then.
Yeah. Maybe they just haven't figured out how to properly weigh that much hydrogen without pissing people off or something like that. I don't know. But it does need to be redone. What beer? There's beer?
Crowbar, can you repost that link? It appears to expire before I got to it. Oh no, it didn't expire. I F5 to refresh, sorry. Got it, thank you.
I'm back. So, how's everybody doing?
Energy low.
Doing okay.
Alright.
How are you doing?
Oh, good, good, good. Somebody does give a shit.
How's your ship coming on?
It's good. I'm focusing on the front end right now. I got half-assed idea on how she needs to look, but I need Atwood to move his fucking tank.
Let's say you should build it out here instead.
You're a jackass.
Who?
You.
Why?
Because you're right.
Nobody getting in the way out here.
You won the battle already.
That thing that Fizzins went on, you come out the aim here tunnel, turn left, it's only 2 kilometers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait, this, you can see this thing when you step out of aim here and turn left. It is it's literally right here at the entrance to the bay. How the hell did this thing spawn in so close? Damn. Oh, it's still here.
Oh, that's good.
It's got cargo containers outside. It's got tanks outside.
All my reactors are off.
Shit, the base defenses could have killed this thing. All right, this thing's got 2,000 silver, 5,000 gold. Where's that? 12,000 iron, 10,000 cobalt, 13,000 silicon, 11,000 nickel. And
Any platinum?
No. And then it's got another container with another 12 iron, 12 cobalt, 14 nickel, 5 silver, 2 gold, another 14 silicon, and he's got about 150 worth of ice out here.
So he's got himself a little stockpile.
I'm just saying, if you come out here and see this, this is...
Yeah, I'm parking this so I can come out there and do it. It's like you aim here, you look straight left.
Come out, aim here, and turn 90 degrees to the left.
Let's get this thing parked. Charge. Alright, aim here. 90 degrees to the left. Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Hey, just come to the left a little bit. You can't miss it.
Alright. Is it over the hill?
No, it's right on the flat ice.
Is it where Corporal Jones is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the distance?
3 kilometers. A little over 3. Wow, how did that thing make it over here? You know, if we just had one of those 203s on the roof elevated a bit, this thing would have been hit non-stop.
I don't know, man. This is oof. Are the village elders going to claim this and bring all this shit back home, or are they going to let him make this his base? I mean, if he captured it, he captured it, but damn,
Yeah, I mean,
this is close.
he did it on his own.
He built a
Well,
tunnel.
Well,
I think aim here is actually 4 kilometers away, but I mean, it's close.
I mean,
yeah.
it's right on the side of the aim here hill. That's what's just like it's just.
It's got a pretty commanding view of the ice, I will say that much.
Yeah.
Did he put these fuel tanks here?
No, that's part of the base.
Okay.
That's
I mean, he did a pretty good job. It's mostly intact.
Yep. It's just shocking that it's right here.
Yeah.
Because I took off expecting to go take a trip. It's like, wait, I'm here. Where am I going? Something got shot down and dropped. Let's see what's in these boulders over here.
think it might be ice.
Well, let's find out. Let's see, we got ice. Let's see, ice,
Inventory
ice,
full.
and yep, no.
You know, that really explains the lack of arrowheads lately, because I bet you that base was sending them towards us.
Well, I mean, it's all of them to do it,
Yeah.
but yeah. I am proud to report that Lance Corporal Jones has completed her mission to recon Svizzens' base. It is still there, and we've only used 1% battery. It's just... Yeah, I took off at full speed out of the tunnel, making this big arc and turn, going, where am I going? I'm here.
That's insane. That spawned that close.
Well, how long was it there? None of us noticed.
I think Fizzens noticed it last night. So I think probably a whole... couldn't be more than 36 hours.
Yeah, you could run a grinder job on that if you wanted to. Of course, again, when you get back here, aim here is... You know, the only thing outside is the wind turbines.
That's insane. That's so close that you could actually send a Pam miner with grinders over there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it from here. It's just like you come straight out. There's an arrowhead at 4.92 and closing. Very slowly.
Oof.
Are my Gatlings working?
Gatlings.
Yep.
Okay. You want to try to old school dogfight it?
Oh no, man. They're drones, man. They'll kill you.
Okay.
Like, that's not even...
Yeah, those turrets will tear you to shreds.
I mean, unless you're just flying out there to carry an automatic gun.
I wonder how many people actually use the North Wind's weapon pack. Is it pretty common?
You can see how many people are subscribed to it. Oh, Northwinds? I mean,
Yeah.
again, you can see how many people were subscribed, but that's not a good indicator.
No, it's not. I guess if it's not Northwinds, there are plenty of other gun packs. Like I saw one the other day that actually looked pretty good, but
Well, there's just the ones that replace just the vanilla and convert them from vanilla to weapons core.
yeah.
And what are we supposed to gain from a guy with a pistol going like what's?
I don't think I think that's just a teaser. But what starked me most is the reloading animation that they had in there. That is what kind of piqued my interest. Which I think kind of hints that they're going to give like actual NPC foot soldiers now, and things like that.
That would be cool.
Which would really change the dynamic of the game.
Alright, I think I've had it with this thing.
What's wrong, John?
First I couldn't get it off the... I couldn't get it off the connector. Then I flew it around the mountain.
Yeah.
Now it won't maintain height. It keeps dropping.
Hmm.
It's one of those arrowheads I took over.
I know it's probably not under control of someone else, but maybe there's a block damage that you didn't realize? Or is it just badly engineered?
I've added a large Atmo thruster. I've added 2 hydrogen thrusters.
Yeah. And don't take
power
that
issue. It says I got 9 hours of power though.
John, did you see that thing that I posted about how the guy who documented how the space pirates and the military drones spawn?
No.
It's literally just a block with a tag on it, and its ownership is military or space pirate. And based upon the term, that tells the game engine what type of drones to spawn. So, I mean, could it just be that within that drone, there's some block that has like a certain name or some value, like maybe under those, what's that thing called? The attributes block. Hold on, let me pull one up real quick. Custom data. Like there could be something in custom data on one of the blocks that might be like making it goofy, or like the gyro settings are weird, or like there's something that they put in it just so when the players capture it, it's not just an easy takeover.
Yeah. I mean, it could be. I took out all the timer blocks and the remote control block.
Well, I wonder if we save the blueprint printed off, if the printed off version would work better than that, because that's a way that we could see if that's the issue. But also, but something else, I mean, he's got a point there. I also wonder if, like, the settings of the ship itself are kind of wonky. Like the gyro settings, the max thrust settings for the thrusters, things like that.
is a ship that when you capture it in space, I know that it's like all its thrusters, like the timer block does it when you get close. It throws everything into like some override.
Is it the Renaissance?
The Renaissance's thing is the pistons. It turns off the shear inertia tensor. But there's another one that when you go to capture it, it takes off with all the blocks on thruster override.
I mean, if you look at custom data, it would it say something?
It should say blank. That's the thing. There could be something in there. It's like when you go to attack a ship and the beacons turn to like under attack or like
It's just not normal.
yeah, it's broadcasting something, and that's when that happens, that's what causes the game to go through those other scripted processes. So I mean, might there be something in there that's lingering and like what's the default setting for gyros? Because there's no button marked reset to default.
I just keep my gyros all at 1 and custom data blank.
That's the thing. You'd have to know that 1 is the default and then go through each of them to make sure.
That 1 is default? Like,
Yeah. Honestly, the best way to do it, or at least the least time way to do it, is to see if it is a issue. Is you can blueprint it and we can print it out, because it's not that expensive a design, I don't think.
no.
Or you can go in individually and check. Now, if you print it out and it's still acting wonky, then we know it's just a bad design. Call it a day. Hey, Crowbar, can you come here? Wait, he's not here.
See, all my reactors are on.
Is it work?
No.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Okay.
perhaps.
I could hear you,
No, I
Caleb.
can't hear you.
Where are you?
Oh well, it's not important at all.
Okay. I was hearing you guys, but for some reason I was away for a few minutes. My wife called and I had to get stuff out of the freezer for dinner. So I decided to have some lunch too. So when I got back, the microphone for Discord just was not cooperating. So
I understand. No, I mean, if you want a good laugh, you can come over here.
okay. What are we looking at?
Hey, Crowbar, come to where I'm standing. Look underneath the barrels. Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
There's little guy and big. You got 4 of them up there?
It's the tri-barrel.
Oh, it's 3. Okay.
Yeah.
I was catching the little one here because I'm standing close to it. It looks almost as big as the Top Guns, the angle that I'm at. So it's like, wait a minute. Oh, I'm wrong. Neat. Talk about overkill. One-shot kill. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Gotta go get some health and hydrogen.
It's a bit of overkill, but also I want the ability to knock a base off from 5 kilometers away. Because, well, why not?
Absolutely. Why not?
Take out this armor block, we'll put the antenna in the front. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but screw it.
And you'll notice if you look behind you, the lights are off.
Yeah, I did notice.
Yeah, I can't get a good spot to place this sensor.
Like, the second you walk in, on. Oh, I like it. It's quite nice. I'll work on that later.
What's going on with that?
Don't fuck up. There we go.
That's our motto. DFU.
Shit. I didn't fuck up. Didn't realize how heavy this thing was.
John, is cranberry officially one of our colors, or is that our main color?
Cranberry? Well.
What color? Isn't that the color, or is it like a velvet red or something? What is it?
Blood red.
Is it blood red?
I don't know. Come take a look at the color of the guns and tell me it's the same color.
No, I'm talking about John, the color that he painted the
arrowhead?
No, the color that he painted the furniture inside the trailer, the housing pod B. He's got a.
Let's take a look.
I don't know, is this like a?
Oh. I wouldn't really call that cranberry, or it's more of a.
It's not strawberry. It's way less red than your suit.
Yeah. It's a light red, but it's not pink. It's darker than pink.
It's not salmon.
No, it's not. It's darker than salmon, but not by much. But it's a good color.
Oh, I put a second floor underneath this, and now we can paint the floor in here a different color.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if I finished. No, I left it framed. I never got back to it. I started a floor, but the antenna was down there, and I'd have to move the antenna to do a complete second floor.
Yeah, no, you could just cover it up. Or actually underneath here, this is mostly the berthing, so you just only had to do one layer, one paint layer.
Well, the difference is you want to be able to paint the floor and not have it be the same color as the outside.
Yeah.
So.
No, what I'm trying to say is that you just had to do like 1 or 2 strips of armor, because most of the rear is taken up by conveyors and the berthing itself.
There's no conveyors underneath; they're all up top.
Yep. What I'm trying to say is that the paint won't bleed through to the top. Or the bottom. Like, you wouldn't actually have to paint half of it.
No, what I'm saying is if you paint the floor inside, it will bleed through to the bottom, because this is...
Yes, but you're not going to paint the floor where the conveyor is. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you wouldn't have to do the whole floor.
I'm not worried about doing the whole floor. I'm just saying that where the antenna is, it's taking up 2 rows.
Yeah. Why didn't you go with a dish on the top?
You know, you said the exact same thing to somebody else earlier. Because here, let me show you why your idea makes no sense. This right here is a dish. I'm not sure what you think you're telling people to install. This right here is a dish.
Yes.
Okay, are you talking about a small grid antenna with the little dish on it?
This also doubles as an antenna.
It does. This is a dish.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is not smaller than that antenna, man.
No.
Okay, well, how do you think it's like? I'm not sure what. I don't know.
It would look cool.
Okay.
It would look cool.
Dude, if you're building a deflector dish on the front of your Star Trek Enterprise, man, go ahead. So Jisoo is making fun of 2 men talking about colors. Well, here's the problem. We're trying to publish something, you know, we need a faction color, and we don't have one. And we have no one here that's artistically talented to be able to go, no, I understand colors.
I mean, he could be making fun of men talking about colors. So, I mean, whenever he gets married and gets a wife, he's going to be talking about colors a hell of a lot.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if you're aware, but, you know, Michelangelo was not a Czech.
No. Neither was Van Gogh.
Or Van Gogh.
Yep.
Or Rene. Or Renoir. Or Manet.
Half the famous artists, actually almost all the famous artists in existence. Oh, god damn it.
Or Sherman.
No, General Sherman wasn't an artist.
No, Sherman Williams.
Oh.
Isn't he the guy that owned the paint company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sherman Williams.
Yeah, Sherman Williams.
Cover the world.
Famous painter. This is funny to look over, and that's what I see. Of all the times that we ignored, you know. I mean, I have a whole separate monitor sitting here just so I could see those things. And I would like to say, because we've said it before, thank you for saying anything.
You know, I don't know why, but this looks like it could be a pretty cool fireworks rig if you just hooked up one small grid hydrogen, small hydrogen motor to each of these and detached them. Them crash into things would be kind of funny.
Dude, what are you talking about?
Dumb shit. Don't worry about it.
Are you making fun of the Hermione?
No.
Because I don't know why, but you have some problem with that name. You're just not a Harry Potter fan? You don't like British girls' names? Oh, yeah, sorry, no, the link was blocked. Sorry there, Gezu. If you'd like to, follow. I think if you follow, I've got the settings, it'll let you. Click the follow button, because I need 50 followers for no reason. After that, apparently, we need 52. I don't know what for. Because we're not going to take donations over Twitch. But I think if you click follow, it'll tell us that you followed us with a big loud sound effect, and we can all cheer you.
Yay.
You might currently be a follower. I don't know. What color is a follower?
So do we thank them in the stream? Like, how's that work? I'm not, privy to this.
No, the bot thing is, if you're not following the channel, it blocks your ability to post a link. There's a command that I could send. It's like, allow link something. But,
yeah.
I'm not paying attention. Do one of you want to moderate the text channel that no one uses? I mean, it's...
Well, I'm always on your chat.
Yeah, but how often do you read the chat?
Quite a bit.
Only when something interesting's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm always looking up.
We know.
There we go. They followed us. We just got the name. Gezu, thank you for following us.
Yay! Congratulations.
Now try and post your link. Let's see if it works.
Now you get unlimited access to the bullshit.
Yep.
Now you know when we're all there.
You get a premium seat to the bullshit. Yeah.
The only way you can get next level access is by actually coming in game.
Yeah.
Come get the tour. Maybe Jim won't die this time.
Yeah, we'll have Space Beast give you the tour. I can follow. I can't subscribe. Dude, we don't ask for any money. You can't subscribe.
Yeah, please
Yeah,
don't
you
give
physically
us your money.
can't subscribe. Yeah, there's no...
You can't subscribe until you officiate.
Yeah, and we wouldn't. I mean, we don't need the money anyway. There's
Yeah.
Don't do it for the money. Do it for the fun.
Yeah, we'll do it so we can go buy Gillette razor blades for $50, get $100 worth of Twitch money, send the Twitch money back to ourselves, and then use that money to buy more Gillette razor blades to get more Twitch money.
This seems like a pyramid scheme.
Well, it's an actual... The Spiff and Brit talked about it a couple months ago when it was going on. There's a current one that just ended. You might have seen it. It was go buy an Amazon gift card.
Yeah.
So if you buy an Amazon gift card for $100, you save $20. So that makes it $80. and then you take those $80 and you give someone $100 worth of Twitch points, which costs $79. And
I'm
because
trying to work out the logic of this, and it's hurting my head.
you make $1.
Makes my head hurt.
Yeah, you make
Yeah.
$1 out of it. And because Twitch keeps their cut anyway, the way
Twitch
it,
doesn't give a shit.
yeah, Twitch doesn't care. And the way it balances out is, like, Spiff and Britt did a funny thing about it. He goes, so in the end, you make $1 and an intern at Amazon gets fired.
God damn.
Because you just keep doing this over and over again.
That is
That's bad.
But the better one was the one that was a few months ago with the Gillette razor blades. But
I mean, better is a bit relative there, isn't it?
yeah, but if you buy a Gillette razor blades on Amazon for $50 and you get $100 worth of Twitch bits or Twitch money to buy bits, and then you give those Twitch bits to someone, yourself, on a separate Twitch account, and now what you get is like you get back like $80 out of the 100 or something. So wait, I bought $50 worth of razors and I'm getting back $80. I need a lot of razors, you know.
That's a lot of razors.
I know. It's just like you're sitting there and it's like, wait, how much is it going to buy before Jeff Bezos is going to come break my kneecaps? And it's like,
Not much.
I mean, I don't think he himself is going to show up. He's going to send one of his cronies out.
yeah, but they're
The
going to
guy
come
who
in an
fired the
electric car.
interns.
Yeah, they're going to come in an electric car, so they'll never get here.
No, he'll just send a fucking drone out with a 9mm strapped to it.
But yeah, like at the time, I was like, wait, if we were an affiliate, would I have done it? Nah, I really wouldn't. But I would have bought razor blades for everybody on my Christmas list. You know, I'd be like, hey, everybody,
man,
hey, for Christmas this year, we're giving away Gillette razor blade packets. You know,
Yay!
why are you giving them away? Because I bought them for negative $30 each. You know.
Quit asking questions. Enjoy your razor.
Yeah, quit asking questions of the razor blades that get used in the wrong way. You know. It's like,
Oh, Jesus.
but yeah, that was a real thing. You could have made like $30-40 a pop by buying razor blades. But you had to have an affiliate account to give it to, and Crowbar, do we want stuff over the wheel well, or do we want it open over the wheel well of the landing gear?
From the top?
Yeah, so from the top looking down, should the wheel well for the landing gear be covered? Because we can put stuff over it, like batteries, an O2H2 generator, a beacon.
Yeah, I don't
Stuff.
think we need to see it from the top, and I think we're going to be at a premium for space on this thing anyway, aren't we?
That's hydrogen engine, man. We can load this thing for bear. Got to be bears on Triton. There's snow. So we need an O2H2 generator to emergency refuel the ship, or we don't need to
I'd
bother
say you
with
need
that?
more than one.
But we're
No,
just,
if you got,
but it's only for emergency to get us. I don't know. We run out of hydrogen while hauling hydrogen.
That shouldn't happen. We got.
is it just to take hydrogen from one place to another, or can this thing park next to an ice asteroid and use like a PAM miner to fill itself up?
Good question.
That's a freighter. This is just a hauler. It sounds like you're describing a whole
would be-
operation.
A
Okay,
processing
That's
ship,
I didn't know exactly if you're just building like a refueling ship or one that would go out, grab ice, turn the fuel, and then send it out.
No, I think it's just for hauling, just already processed hydrogen.
Okay, then why wouldn't you already go ahead and put on at least 1 or 2 O2s and a connector in case you wanted to do that with that ship? I mean, you already got the rest of the infrastructure there. You might as well.
Well, you know, I was talking to my cousin that just recently bought a Jardan to go out and make money towing during the day and repoing at night. And I had suggested, why doesn't he put a falafel maker on the side? Because when he's in between things broken down, he could pull over to the side of the road and become a roach coach selling sandwiches. I mean, how multitasking do we need to be here?
That's not that much multitasking, honestly.
Well,
That one makes sense.
okay. Well, what does this thing need? It needs. It needs.
Two thrusters and some power.
Yeah, an O2H2 generator.
And let's not forget the gyros.
Gyros. Oh yeah, gyros.
You're gonna need a few gyros for that thing.
And that goes with the falafel maker.
These some bitches just keep getting farther and farther out. And they're off on such a weird angle now. Hey, Caleb, can you come get the proctologist dream back onto the... Oh, man.
What? Is it off the damn thing?
Yeah, and it's way out and way down. And
I hate telling you this, you need an F5.
Okay, well, I'll do that then.
Because it's perfectly fine.
Okay. I've been F5ing so often, it's getting to be
Just
like...
second nature. Didn't even argue it.
10 minutes, time to F5 again.
I want to get the bare minimum on this thing so we can get it out of the base.
Time to resync. Gives me that sync feeling.
Hey, you know what we can put inside those angled plates that we use to hide the wheel well? We can use a line of... Oh, no. Damn it. The ship's not big enough. If we make the ship 2 blocks wider, we can have all the down thrusters going along that line where the piston is. And we don't have to do much to make the ship 1 block wider. We just have to make it a block wider. The internal stuff all stays the same.
I thought you said we needed 2 blocks wider.
Well, 1 on each side.
Energy low.
There's no subscribe button on your page, and I share the link on Discord General. Oh, Discord General. Hell yeah, let's go to Discord General. Gezu is going to an awful lot of effort to give us a link, and I'm sure it's going to be hysterical. Let's go check it out.
He's gonna fucking rickroll us. We're getting rickrolled right now.
Rickrolled.
Tony, if I start hearing the...
Okay, all right. This is actually hysterical. Let's see if we can figure this out now. I would say it's more a warm red, a wine red. That is hysterical. Thank you for sharing that. There, I saved you from going to the link.
Is anyone else worried that Jim actually found something funny?
Well, I moved the image right into the general channel. I saved you from going to the link.
Oh, okay.
We actually could pick out our other color from here. This actually would be a helpful chart. We could find the 2 colors for the faction colors right down here. That's hysterical. That's what we needed. Somebody picked 2 colors. John's already picked 1.
Red and blue.
Dumb shit. John already picked 1.
Yeah, it's like a wine red almost on that chart.
Sorry if that came out harsh.
Sorry, did you say something?
Nah, fuck you. I gotta take a piss.
Nice comeback. He's not taking it too seriously. You're okay, Caleb. He's got pretty thick skin, that Brit guy. Unlike all of us who have thick skulls.
Yeah, if you don't mind it being 1 block wider, if that doesn't stretch your.
No, I think it's fine.
Well, then we could put the lifter engines hidden on the bottom.
And that'll also give us an opportunity to maybe put some angle stuff up alongside the tanks, because the way they sit right now, you got to go out further than we would look decent, I think. Oh, we got an unknown signal out there, 840 meters from base, and it's got, can't see what the time is on it. Only 3 minutes left. We got some tomatoes, some medikits, and some wastewater.
Look at that. You're out there saving the future.
And big money, big money. Oh, got some rainbow boots.
Don't you have a complete rainbow outfit?
Yes, I do. So I have more stuff to trade.
Have you tried doing the trades?
No, I have not. But I know you can. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but we need you to actually do it, to tell us how to do it. Anybody want to do some hydrogen lift ciphering? Calum, is that your thing?
Lift ciphering?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's good at that. He's got all of the. Do you have a chart or a spreadsheet on that, Calum?
What are you talking about?
Hydrogen lift thrusters calculations. How many engines does this thing need?
How much does it weigh?
6 hydrogen tanks. Some other stuff. Dude, we don't know.
Okay.
We don't know. How are we going to weigh it? It's attached to the base.
Because I can go into info and it says grid mass 1.9 because it's maybe attached to the base was attached via a. Well, I don't know how, but oh.
John connected. Must have been doing a sync. You okay, John?
Yeah, I just did the F5 to. Couldn't see either one of my ships, and I couldn't see the Rat Patrol.
Oh. Yeah, we got to do that regularly to ward off the evil spirits.
50,000 hydrogen tanks alone weigh 50,000. Pistons probably weigh 20,000 total. Hopefully, that's all light armor, right?
Yeah, it's all light armor. And then just a couple doodads, a chair, two, or a beacon, antenna, emergency O2H2 generator, an oxygen tank.
I'm gonna do the math for this at 1 million.
Really, 1 million?
No, I'm doing it for 750.
Because a hydrogen tank by itself weighs how much?
8,000.
A large hydrogen tank, a large grid, large hydrogen tank weighs 8,000 kilograms. That's it?
Yeah, 8,161 kilograms.
For the large grid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here.
Dude, that makes no sense.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm looking at it right now.
Well, how much does the large small grid weigh?
1,500. Look,
You just put hydrogen tanks on everything. They're so light. That's obscenely light. We should put hydrogen tanks on everything just to put flames out the back. That's so light. I mean, that's...
I will not be able to do a proper calculation until this thing's on the ground. Now, you can easily put it on the ground right now.
No, we could easily drop it down to the deck and do damage.
No. My plan is that you lift, move this out, then I'll put a few blocks below it so that locks onto it immediately once you disconnect it.
Admit it, you jelly.
We
You're sitting there
Yeah,
thinking... You're sitting
I
there
am a bit
thinking...
jealous of that.
Crowbar and Jim did that, man. That's miffed.
See, it's already locked. That thing's not moving, so you can disconnect it. Oh, or that'll happen.
Yeah.
The hinge wasn't locked.
Yeah.
Oops.
Whoops.
You should be able to
Whoops.
lift it back up with the hinge, though.
Whoops.
Yep.
That's your word for that. Whoops.
Whoops.
Oopsies, like George.
I don't know how in the hell, but your grid mass is 1.8 million.
Because...
It's locked to the base.
No, with the base itself weighs 53 million. I need a control panel that's not. There we go.
I'm just wondering how anything's going to work now with that that lack of power.
I was going to say we should probably get some batteries on there and charge them up before, since no electricity will pass through a landing gear.
Jesus Christ, I may have to do the math for 2 fucking million. That's insane.
You know what we could do? We could just turn on the hydrogen engine that we haven't built yet and burn the hydrogen in the tank that we haven't filled up yet.
Yeah, there's that possibility.
This is why I love multiplayer. Because you just jumped right up there and said, let's do this. And it's like, cool. Let's see what happens.
All right, hey, Jim.
What?
One of these tanks will keep a large hydrogen thruster burning for about an hour. I'm thinking you're going to need probably 4 large hydrogen thrusters. If this thing is telling me what the weight...
Hold on. Large grid, large hydrogen tank will burn, will supply hydrogen to a large grid, large hydrogen thruster at full burn for like 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Not hours.
Okay, a large grid hydrogen thruster uses 4,800 liters a second.
Uh-huh.
A large grid tank holds 15 million liters. That is a simple calculation. That's under full thrust.
We just had this just the other day.
Oh, that's 17 minutes for each one. Sorry, I was wrong. But that's 17 minutes of just full burn thrust per large.
Like
if this is
outer space,
yeah, we're flying around normally with your dampeners on.
Yeah,
because it's just going to keep.
Yeah, but if this number, which is telling me is right, which I highly doubt it is, because I don't think there's any way in hell this thing weighs 2 million pounds.
Okay, well, I moved the grid out 1. I'm just going to... And I put a set of lifting engines up here on the front. 1, 2, 3 on each side. So that's 6 lifters up front. And I'm going to cover them with the armor plate, which is where I was thinking of going with them.
How in the fuck? My ship is made out of heavy armor. It doesn't weigh that fucking much.
But you have the heavy armor that's filled with the helium.
Fuck, I guess so.
I mean, hydrogen's light too. That's why it doesn't do anything when you fill the tank up. But you go with light armor without that helium filling, and it's heavy shit.
Where the hell did I just move to?
Uh-oh. Did you disappear?
Something just flew me in the map.
I've had that happen to me before. It's quite entertaining.
All right.
Been
Let's
swarmed
read
By
the
by
next
entertaining, a ginormous pain in the ass.
Hey, welcome back, Jim.
Yeah.
Crocodile gloves.
Ooh, crocodile. I prefer ostrich, but you know, crocodile's good too.
I was raised on emus on Saturday mornings.
Emus.
Yeah. Didn't those two brothers have an emu and like those variety shows?
Hmm.
The Saturday morning Smothers Brothers comedy hours. Was it an ostrich or an emu?
No.
Well, that was interesting.
What happened?
I was walking along the deck of my ship, and I suddenly fell through it.
See, I just rubber banded back pretty close to the same time just a second ago.
I'm looking at that platform I built for Scotty's ship up there, and it looks like there's something up there currently. And then it looks like there's a dot in the base right around here.
Dot to that.
There's an engine. There's a whole platform up there. Did somebody put a platform up at the top of the center gun turret?
No.
No.
This one right here?
Yeah, I'm up looking at it right now. No, that's.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what that is. That's what I put to hide the welder. Yeah, it looked a lot bigger when the world hadn't zoomed in as well. Sorry. All right, what is this?
Ice.
Yeah. I like how there's damage all around this chunk of floating ice here. Just.
I wonder if I just need more battery power on this thing.
How many batteries does it have? Because I think you might be right, because in game they usually just come stacked with reactors and uranium.
Yeah, that's what it's got in it right now. I think I put 3 small batteries in it.
Are you maxing out power pretty easily?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might be right then.
I mean, I have to run all the reactors to maintain any kind of flight, so...
I think for like spawning it with all that uranium and things like that, it's meant as a reward for the player for taking it down. I mean, it's not practical in any way or means.
Nah, I've pretty much kept the same lines. I haven't really added to it, except for I did add a couple atmospheric thrusters, a couple of hydrogen thrusters.
John, are you redlining while flying?
I was until I turned on all the reactors.
Yeah, because the
that's a
reactors only
battery
give you
issue.
like 500 per.
Yeah, so I'm thinking if I add some batteries, it'd have to be small ones. There's not a lot of bulk to this ship. It's all slimline stuff.
It's very short range, I'll give it that.
Okay. 6 up, 3 left, 3 right.
You remember that, or you got it?
No, I'm telling you. 6 up, 3 left, 3 right. I'm just trying to figure out what we need. Because we can always add more, but it would be nice to know.
6 up. I do not believe what the weight it's telling me is. So that could work, it could not. I don't understand. It should not weigh that much. There we go. Oh yeah, your grid mass is 61.59.
I just fell through the
6 up will get you flying.
It'll be an enthusiastic lifter, kind of like Andy was.
Okay, and 2 reverse.
Yeah, no,
I can fly through it.
Okay. 6 up, 3 left, 3 right, 2 reverse. Now we just need thrust.
a couple smalls for thrust will do fine.
All the engines I'm doing are smalls.
Okay.
You're telling me you're not calculating these on larges?
No.
The question is, where do we fit two reverses and thrust in here?
Which side's the front? Assume the part with the landing gear?
Yes.
You got 2 reverses already there.
Those are the 2 I just said.
Yeah, you can put your forward thrust on the end of the tanks here, on the tanks themselves, so that your thrusters would actually be at an angle as well. Alright, so you got that on a piston, so that's good. Oh man, there's 3 different grids. I gotta add them all up. Okay. It's 100,000. It's 6 up. Let's do the math for Pertam. Yeah, you have enough thrusters.
And then we need, what, 4 gyros or 3?
1. You need 1 gyro. Damn thing doesn't weigh more than 300,000 pounds. You don't need more than 1 gyro.
So what do you up to?
Hey, citizens.
Yeah, I'm only gonna be here for about a minute or two. So what's going on?
We're building a tanker, essentially. Looks
Hydrogen tanker?
Say a
It's in
Panamax.
space?
No.
No, on ground. Dude, this thing's
Oh.
so light, it'll reach the space about 3 seconds after he touches that. Seriously, Jim, be careful lifting up. Because you only need 2 to fight Pertam gravity going up. And you got 6.
Oh wait, we're on Pertam now?
No. I do all my calculations for planetary landers for Pertam gravity.
Okay.
Gives a built-in margin of error, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm probably gonna need to install one of those miniguns that's of ammo a second.
Yeah,
Apparently something tried to take out one of my missile turrets. Probably because it doesn't have access to the conveyor stuff, but anyways, I'm out.
Hey, citizens.
Yeah.
I took the journey today from Adventure Discovery over to the base that you captured.
Adventure Discovery?
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I took it from Sallyport. Yeah, sorry. That would have been a trip. Yeah, I took the trip from Sallyport out to Adventure Discovery. I got in the shuttle. I took off and I landed, and like that's the entire length of the trip, man. You didn't tell us that the base you captured was within range of the base's guns.
Dude, I'm telling you right here, Smith.
Probably a drone. It was probably a drone that took it out.
Shizen, if I took my ship that I'm building outside, you're immediately within range. That is so damn close.
We didn't know that was close, man. We would have just all grabbed our guns and run after it, yelling.
We thought you were going after one like 20 kilometers away.
Dude, kudos for capturing it, man. Make it your own
Good
home,
job.
man. Make it yours. It was surprising how close it was.
Yeah, but I happened to notice it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go tunnel in here and take, and now it's mine. So, anyways,
It is yours, man.
Yeah.
Make it your own, man. Put your print on it.
Yep, until you make something cool and they decide to take it.
They.
You know, the man.
Yeah, whoever they are. All right. So we want.
That's an awful big piece there.
Piece of what? Pipes or something?
This thing has a connector junction in it, and that takes up
Oh yeah, yeah.
a
It's a
big chunk of the space.
3 by 3 by 3.
I mean, it's not going to be a cargo hauler, so I don't need to have a connector for dropping off materials. The connector's there for power. I could probably take that out and stuff some batteries there. Wonder if this would looks like it's held in. And I just F5'd and I'm already looking at connectors not matching up.
Inventory full.
Alright, I'm gonna take it out. What the heck?
Give it a try.
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, jeez.
Fall apart because that's what's holding the whole thing together.
Oops.
Let's see, I put some bracing in there, so it might be okay. Let's see.
It's that old bubble gum and baling wire thing, huh?
Yeah. I'm surprised these things last at all. Man,
They don't really. The second they come under fire, they fall apart.
fall apart. Yeah.
I mean, you can take one out with an assault rifle.
Yeah, but the thing that keeps it going is that there's just a ton of little pieces. There's not one thing that'll take it out. It's got to get, a lot of hits.
Okay, now I just need to figure out where all those connect to. They got to connect to the side of the cargo container.
Is Fizzin still here? Did he log out?
He took
I
off.
don't even think he logged in.
He took off already.
I just like the way he comes in. Hey, man, I'm just coming in and tell you what I'm doing. I got shit to do. I got some bitches coming over. We're gonna be watching the ABC Schoolhouse Rock together. Tuesday, the Tuesday after school special. Peace out, homies. Just
I'll see you if I see you.
yeah. The struggle's real, my brothers. Conjunction junction.
What's your function?
Okay. Yeah, there was even no reason for having that in there.
Having what?
That conveyor junction in the middle of this ship.
I mean, whoever designed it thought it was a good idea.
Well, they might have been doing it figuring that it had a higher strength than a tube.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people that build that way.
Doesn't that drastically increase lag?
Well, it does on a base. I'm in a small ship. It doesn't have much to calculate, but, you know. And again, I mean, we'd have to go into the file and change every, you know, conveyor tube in the base to a, you know, and then map it out.
Yeah.
But
Okay, there's one big battery.
touch your toes.
But I haven't touched my head or my shoulders yet.
It's just a touch your toes check. Again, we need to write a better one than this one. Because this one's not, it doesn't cover all the scenarios. Like, what if you're watching the stream because you're confined and, you know, to an insane asylum and this is how they're torturing you? You know, and you can't touch your toes because they're tied behind your back.
That's a pretty fucked up situation.
But our viewers are our viewers.
We love you even if you are wearing a straight jacket, right?
Man.
Maybe not. Maybe love's too strong a word.
I'll tolerate you if you're wearing a straight jacket.
Let's see, 2
John. Your grinder ship is embedded in the wall back here.
Might need F5.
Yeah, I think. If John says no, it's not. It's down on the connector down there.
Yeah, no, that one's actually sitting where it's supposed to be.
Because I'm trying to walk through the area where it's usually parked, and it's an invisible ship right now for me.
Actually, my connectors are embedded in each other. But it's still showing green, so I'm not touching it.
Don't bother with it. If
Let's
it ain't
see.
broken,
You get in it, and just suddenly explosion.
That's a Rapatrol sinking into the deck.
yeah.
Tires are they're down to the rim right now, so it's tread depth.
Tread lightly.
Yep. My hologram is still up here. Version 1.
Are batteries airtight?
I mean, do you want to start an argument?
Yes, always, I believe. The square ones, large grid batteries. Yeah.
The rectangular ones are not airtight. The small grid large ones are not. Now the small grid small ones are, and the large grid ones are, but the as you've called it, the medium battery is not airtight. Yeah.
Be right back.
3x2 one. Because it's got those dimples on the end and the angle, I think.
It's an interesting justification for it not to be airtight. Crowbar, can you confirm that I can't put this thing? I don't know if I raised the well up a spot or not. I just want to make sure. Oh no, never mind. I see the hinge. That's right. We have to keep the area one above the hinge clear.
Right. So that the keel can come up and not hit anything.
Okay. Alright, we got one working battery. I'm going to shut it off in a second because we're not using any power. We don't want it to drain.
Did everything in the base just rotate to the left by about 45 degrees, or do I need it? I need F5.
No, but your shoelaces are tied together.
Energy low.
The CEO of IKEA was just elected Prime Minister in Sweden.
Energy critical.
Okay, we have a chair. Ship's weight, 58 million kilograms.
It's because it's docked.
Go to the info page.
It'll say 2 million. If you actually take a welder and look at grid mass on one of these light armor blocks, it tells you the real grid mass, which is 91.75.
How do you spell Hermione?
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
RMIONE.
HarmoniE.
HER.
I'm upset that you assisted him.
MIONE.
Hermione.
Yep.
Okay, it's the Hermione.
Very upset you assisted him.
Oh, you named the hinges the correct way. Damn, look at that.
Try to.
Are you telling me he just didn't name one like hinge 1, hinge 2, and make you guess?
Oh, we haven't gotten around to it.
It'd be a real shame if he reversed the names. A real shame.
It's cold in here.
Energy critical.
It's not 90 degrees outside.
God damn it.
It's cold in here.
52.
There must be some clovers.
That was 73.
Hey, that spammer just posted their spam again. They're pink colored. I have to wonder if that means they subscribed. No, purple subscribed. So they're not even following.
Can you blame them?
Well, I mean, if I put a piece of glass at the top of the block where the hinge is attached to, do you think that'll get broken when the hinge comes in?
I don't know. I've never really fucked with hinges that much. But, I mean, why don't you go ahead and try it right now and see what happens.
Well, that's what I'm doing. And I've got enough batteries for us to run the O2H2 generator. Because this is kind of cool. You get a full view of the whole.
Oh yeah, no, it's quite nice.
You don't need a
it
docking camera.
Really rubs it in to the people who don't have this. Although, a little question though. How in the hell are you going to pull the landing gear in right now without completely dropping this thing to the deck?
We'll fire off the engines.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh my god, you are such Barney Fife sometimes.
Barney. Come on, Barn.
Like, what do you... Oh shit, we got 1 minute for reboot.
Shit.
Yeah. Reboot maintenance. I know, everybody race in there.
We'll be back after these messages.
We don't have a sponsor.
We're sponsored by fine people like Gezu, who actually gave us a very helpful color chart today. Now we can find John's color on there somewhere, and then we can look it up on